Right, let's begin with our special debate on the buck stops here this evening. What is the state of our democracy when the fact that the Prime Minister is going to be meeting news editors becomes a headline? Shouldn't this be a given? Has the UPA failed the communication test? Let's introduce our guests on our panel this evening, starting with Salman Khurshid, Union Minister, and he's also been a key interlocutor, of course, in talks with the Anna Hazare panel. We're also joined by Ravi Shankar Prasad, the chief spokesperson of the BJP and Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament. Joining us, Kumar Ketkar, one of those lucky editors who's going to be meeting with the Prime Minister tomorrow. Remember, it's an event. Not all of us get to have this meeting. Gurcharan Das joining us. He's an author and well-known political analyst who as far back as in January appealed to the Prime Minister in a signed column saying, Prime Minister, don't be silent. And God, this has to be looking strange to the world, looking from outside in. So joining us also is Lydia Paul-Green, correspondent with the New York Times. Let's get started with you, Mr. Khurshid. Why is this an event? Why is the fact that the Prime Minister is meeting a few senior editors an event? Why is it that every time the Prime Minister holds a press conference, and those times are not so frequent, it becomes such a momentous event because we hear the Prime Minister so rarely?
Well, it's an event because you treat it as an event. As far as the Prime Minister is concerned and as far as the Prime Minister's team is concerned, you move step at a time. You look at the demands of political life, of the situation, and you decide what you want to do. Now, to have a press conference today and not have had it 2 weeks ago, it's really for the Prime Minister to call. Now, we have in our system today some people who talk too much, too often.
Do you mean Digvijay Singh?
I'm not taking names, and there are some people that don't talk enough.
You mean the Prime Minister?
So frankly, it's for us to decide what to do in terms of projecting our image, our views, our thoughts, and it's for you to actually drag us out or pull it out of us.
Would you concede that we've had to literally drag the Prime Minister out?
No. I think the Prime Minister is taking something in his stride. He has had a lot of people represent the government at different times on different issues. He established a GOM on media very recently because he felt that we should put things across in the right perspective and actually anticipate something that needs to be done. But that's only something that you can do at your level. You demand something more. You want the Prime Minister.
So this is being done for us.
So if you demand the Prime Minister, you get the Prime Minister. Now what's wrong with that? Now, if he didn't want to come knocking on your doors to say, please listen to me, because he has the confidence to know that he's got a team that could reach the message across, and if he feels team not doing well enough or team needs to be bolstered or given more strength, he takes the ball himself and he says, look, now I'll show you how to do it.
But Mr. Khurshid, when you look around at the world, you see Obama dropping in on David Letterman, Jon Stewart, cracking a joke about himself. You see Cameron sort of, bursting into a little joke that he makes about Twitter. You see politics getting younger, more informal. This is a world of hyper-communication. We don't always have to like it or love it, but that's the fact. Would you concede that as a senior leader of the Congress, you believe that you would have liked to hear from the Prime Minister as a citizen of this country earlier than we're going to hear from him? Would you at least consider that?
See, you can't have everything in every person. And then looking at how media can run away with you, I don't think that we should compare ourselves with the US and Europe. I mean, poor Shashi, my friend Shashi Tharoor, he wanted to reach out through new media, and look what you did to him.
We did or you guys did?
Well, no, I'm
His
sorry.
Own party took him down.
I am sorry, because there is a political culture that doesn't accept that kind of informality and that doesn't accept that kind of accessibility. They want to touch and feel you. That's what our constituents do. They want to touch and feel you every morning, every minute of the day. But when it comes to being accessible through the media, there are questions. One word here that is taken out of context, and then you are taken through to the cleaners for one word that you have said. Nobody waits to say, look, are you sure that's the word you want to use? Can we talk about this? Nobody wants to talk about it.
So you're saying we're not ready for that culture yet?
That's my opinion, and I think we need to move slowly. And I guess the Prime Minister may have a sense about this as well. But really, it's his call finally.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.